Okay. Let's see. I think this should be going, so let me just kind of wait and see what our little studio says. Because I should be live. So we will test this out. Hello, folks! I don't know if you can hear me yet, but hopefully I got this thing worked out. Just We're just kind of trying some stuff out here. And hello, folks! Welcome to the Mechpit chat. I, of course, am your host, Ironcaster, here to, tell you to bring up the best in, whatever's going on. Oh, is it low? I can adjust that. We can move this up. Yeah. Yep. So, yep, we're just kind of trying a couple new things out here, and seeing what works best. Oops, just kind of. There we go. We will shrink that down, and we're learning as we go, folks. We're making happy little accidents, as they say. And okay, so as you all know, StreamYard's decided to do its thing, and I did not feel at all like paying them for like 40 a month just for this, just to be able to do what I was already doing. So we're gonna try some other things out here for a little bit, and we'll see how this goes. But yeah, thanks, thank you, guys. Uh, and since I can't quite pull things up on stream anymore, I figured it would be just as easy to have a little chat in the corner there, and that way you guys can have your input. You can have your say in things as we are fine tuning. And yes, Bob Ross did in fact say that. Uh, uh, Jed is here, but I don't know, he had to step away, so we'll see what happens with him. Uh, I've never been in Iron Stream before. LOL. Yes, and thank you, by the way, Kay, for dropping by. We are. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Sorry, I just have a couple things going on here. Like, I have apparently other chat can pop up too. So I don't know how that quite works. Oh, wait, there we go. Whoa! Alright, we'll shrink that down a little bit. Anyway, so, guys, I am Ironcaster, here to talk with you about some stuff from the week. And, yeah, it is going. Yes, Kay. In fact, it would seem that Jed was called away. So, guys, it is going good. It is Monday. The weekend has passed. It is time to settle in and have a nice little relaxing chit chat as we start the week off. How are we doing, folks? Happy Monday. You know, it's been a nice chill little time here as of late, and I'm uh I'm kind of looking forward to settling into the week.
Okay.
This is also the week here before my before the oh shit before the San
I'm here.
Antonio trip. Hey, Jed, welcome.
I'm here. Sorry, bro.
No, you're good. Uh, yep. So I wanted to try out a couple things. This the reactive is a little program I took notice to recently, and it just seemed like a little fun thing to add in. And I don't
Yeah,
know.
it does.
Yeah. Well,
I've been looking at it with Iron for the past half hour. I'm hopeful. You don't hear those words come out of my mouth that often lately. So I'm hopeful for this.
I'm feeling pretty hopeful too.
Yeah, me too. So, like, especially with everything that's been on lately. So, we got good news. So, good news, everybody. So,
Yes. So it has been going. Jed, have you? We were talking a little bit not too long ago. You started to go check out like the Kamen Rider I was recommending for like so freaking long.
yeah. Oh yeah, and I'm not at the I'm at like 93 of 96 of Common Rider Gets. So I'm almost at the end. And basically, if people don't know, they set them up in story arcs throughout Common Rider, and I'm on the last story arc right now, and it's really good. Like, I don't think they can ever, like, I'm like, you're like, okay, they can't go any harder than this, and then the next story arc that comes out is like they even go harder, and it's even better than the story arc that came before it. So, I'm loving it.
Ba da ba ba ba.
Damn. Oh, by the way, does this have like things that we can add sounds and stuff on it too?
Probably, but it's gonna be
Yeah.
one of the things I will have to learn.
Yeah, well, me and you are both gonna have to throw him like, "Hey, Iron, I found something out cool you can do," and like he's like, "Hey, Jet, I found out something we can do with this." Like, hey Vince, hey Philip, hey Listless, my other half, Kay, David Glenn. What's up, everybody?
Yeah, thanks for keeping me on track there, Jed, because I didn't get a chance to properly invite
Yeah,
do other things, do the things with the people.
yeah,
You
do
know,
things
the
with people.
thing.
The things, yeah, the thing.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Hey, Punkwaddle brother. You might have to send. Well, if you give me the thing, I can send it to him. So,
Oh, Punkwaddle, you should be on my Discord server, and we can kind of show you the things as they go.
mm-hmm.
So if you should be able to
Let me go
see.
see if he's in there. He's in there.
Okay,
Yeah, he's
you
in
just
there.
well, you just gotta let me make sure you're on the list here.
Yeah.
Can I just drag you over? No.
Yeah, you can just like say.
Oh, okay. No, see, I think what I think some other people have done was they would, sort of have a waiting room set up, and then they can just drag people up when they're ready to bring them in. That's actually probably not a bad way to go about it.
Yeah, because I was thinking about doing that too, and just like boom, boom. So I need to redo the Archivist server to add my channel in there because I'm gonna be redoing some things with the Archivist too. So I got another kick in the rear lately. So so
Wait, did I miss this up?
it's yeah. I know I do have a lot of ideas, but sometimes the ideas aren't feasible and you can't do them at that point, so you have to wait till later
All right,
on
we'll
down
just
the
bring that up.
line.
We'll put that back
Yeah,
here, just because it's a little easier
yeah.
to deal with. Yeah. So it has been going. I can hop in a chat on your Discord. Yes, Punkwaddle. So over the Discord, there's a little thing called like streaming voice that you should have permissions to enter. Should be like one of the top things.
hmm Oh, he might not have it to see it.
I thought I made sure to give him those permissions because he's been such a regular. We might as well call him Fiber.
Well, yeah, Punk's a regular because he's been on my show a bunch too. So Punk's a brother. He's a regular man. Like, and you got to give everybody because this part is locked down. You got to give people the correct tag so people can see in here and come in here
Yep.
if they need to.
But that's also to kind of help filter a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
I can hop in your. Yeah. Basically, Punkwaddle. So what's going on with this is I'm running everything through OBS. Oh, wait. There we go. Uh, so everything is right now running through OBS, and I'm just kind of dealing with things that way.
Penguins poop a lot, but I didn't know we were going for those jokes out of the gate. You know. Well, penguins do poop.
Penguins do poop a lot.
Yeah, they do.
So
Um,
so as far as the mech stuff's been going, the current Kamen Rider series has been going on, and I gotta tell you, brother, like it is fantastic.
Yeah, I I looked on our favorite place to go look for things,
I hear
and I
Barbados
found
is
out
lovely this time
the
of year.
the current is up there right now, but I'm waiting till there's more episodes so I can like
Dude,
go through 'em.
trust me, it just kind of hop in. This gets back into that sort of old adage
Are
about like,
we're talking about the candy one, right?
yes,
Okay, yes. I are one of our favorite places. I actually I was in the GCA. I've been hanging out with the GCA a lot. So now, shout out to the GCA, Stephen Baldwin's finger, and all the other guys over there. They're awesome. If you want to come out and hang with us over there some nights, it's awesome. We're in Discord every night. Um, I showed them a bunch of stuff over there, and they didn't know that place existed, and they were much thankful. So a lot of them were like, "Dude, I'm gonna go watch it last
oh, I am trying new things here.
Yeah, it's just yeah, watch out. So yeah, if you guys gonna want to go over there, GCA is awesome. You guys go give them a like and stuff on their channel and stuff too. Oh wait, I can go and put their channel. I gotta go find it first. But yeah. What was this?
There we go. So, as I try to ring this in, let's bring this down here a little bit, and here's our new boys.
Yeah. Like, so I've gotten so used to the boys and the other one, and dude, I love Gets. And so we have two new bros up there and stuff. So,
And I tell you, it's doing a fun little job of playing up some of the kind of the body horror aspect of it.
oh, it is. Oh, kind of like in Gets where they did some of the body horror in there with when they were transforming and stuff too.
Oh yeah, with the Jamato.
Oh yeah, dude, this last story arc, they're doing a lot of body horror in this one.
Mm-hmm.
It. Oh my
I'm
goodness.
I am sorry, guys. I see you guys were down below. Here, let me move you up.
Yeah. Were they down there? Oh, they are.
Yep. And we have a Punkwaddle.
Shut Punk. What's up, brother?
Awesome. Okay. We were
And
trying
a
to figure out
Pablo.
how it work. Okay.
Oh,
What happened to Pablo?
Am I here?
yeah, you're here.
He disappeared. What happened to him? He went down to Game Voice. Why did he go
Oh,
down
jeez.
to Game Voice?
I'm pulling you back up.
Why are we gonna be
Get
doing
over
our
here!
dirty like that for, man?
I'm so confused.
Wait, we are in?
Yes.
Pablo, what's up, buddy?
Hey, brother!
What's up, bro?
Surviving Latin America.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
It has been quite a fun day.
Oh, Vince. Go ahead, Punk.
Oh,
Hmm?
no, go ahead.
Slightly disoriented and trying to.
It's
There we
okay,
go.
bro. Yeah, we're trying to figure this all out on the fly,
It's-
like we usually do.
It's a new layout to try out. Basically everything I have going on display is in the video share. So if you want to load up the video, you can see basically what I
Yeah.
have going on.
In that's live, and if we watch YouTube, it's like 5 to 10 second
Right.
lag. So
I mean, let's
I
be
just
fair.
have a
Only
camera.
dorks are gonna sit and watch the YouTube feed on their their TV when they're in the call.
yeah, I'm not gonna watch. I have it just in case I need to go respond, but I'm watching the Discord feed.
Dork.
Just
Anyway,
other
so-
people in the chat.
Yeah.
So basically, this is like I said, this is kind of a fun little something I've been trying out just to change things out.
Yeah.
And so far,
Considering a certain place raised their things by more than half, you know.
I-
Not gonna
I-
name names, but you know who you are. So,
right. So basically everything's being run through OBS at the moment, and I am trying to make the most of this. With that said, things be so it's a learning curve, but we're making the most of it. And so
Mhm.
I will say, hello guys, and thank you for being my guinea pigs on this.
Yeah, we're the
Hey,
guinea
no worries,
pigs.
brother.
That's
Yeah.
Pablo, like in Punkwaddle being guinea pig. Pablo was a guinea pig for the Archivist. Punk was
Yep.
the guinea pig for Roadhouse. So yeah, they're both been big guinea pigs.
Well, being a guinea pig, considering my country, we eat them, so yeah.
We put Waddle in a corner.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose given all the news that's been going on as of late, it's not the strangest thing that could be done with animals. See also Pokemon.
We've seen worse. So
Have you read all
How are the sound
the?
levels? Do we sound all right? I mean,
you
I
guys
haven't-
sound right. And if you don't sound, go up to the thing and just adjust your voice so people aren't so loud.
I can always adjust those.
Yeah.
Hey,
Have you? Did you check all the lore stories that they got from the hack?
Oh, yes, I did, but we got to be careful what we say because can't say. A certain place will come after you. They're coming after streamers.
Oh yeah, but for showing it, not for talking about it.
Okay, so yeah, I've seen it, but you're not even allowed to show some of the stuff.
Yeah.
So for-
something
They're
that
coming after.
So for those of you who are unaware, there was a sizable leak that came out of the Pokemon company that had detail.
Pokemon, got a
Well,
Pokemon. What?
I mean, the more dry stuff was, of course, a lot of work in progress names on things like what was this? Some early development builds for like early games. The code names for things when they were in development, such as Titan was the code name for Scarlet and Violet.
In the new Wii or no, the new console they're
Oh
gonna
yeah.
come out with.
There's okay. I cannot say too much about this.
Yeah.
There's confirmation on Discord that
Mhm.
they actually have the current build for a game that will come out on 2025. I will not say the code name of the game,
Yeah, because we'll
but
get hit.
it will come for Switch 2. And
Mhm.
the files actually contain code for Switch 2.
Yup.
Yeah, if you know exactly what I'm saying, yes, they got
That's the
both
reason
versions.
why. Yeah, that's the reason why they're
Yep.
hitting people right now. So
They got both versions.
Yeah.
No, that part. I don't know if it's fully public. I know that they have already stated that they have them. I don't know if they have shown publicly any of the code.
Well,
So yeah,
it's fully public that people were banging the animals and stuff.
oh yeah, but there's some context for that. There's a
Yeah.
lot of context for that because it's
Mhm.
internally they were trying to do
Is Poku
mythology.
What do you
Uh,
think? Yeah.
I was just being quiet.
Everybody
Sorry.
knows I'm a loud man.
Oh yeah, that goes without saying.
Oh.
But I mean,
okay.
we also
Basically,
there was also details about the next Detective Pikachu movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
and
then
for the anime for the
there's-
next 3
yeah,
years.
and then they said something about a Game Boy movie too. So. Mhm. So.
Yeah,
Vince was shocked Pikachu face.
Oh man.
Yeah.
At least you don't have a Typhlosion face.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to say read the leak so you know what the hell I'm saying, but in other side, yeah, it was just this kind of mythology they were trying to develop and everything was written by a single woman. By the way, we already know the. Can I? Okay, I will just say if you are Yu Nakatsui, I will strongly advise about looking for, I don't know, help.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the lady that wrote every single one of those stories, and some of the stories are actually good. If you have read the creation of the universe by Arceus, it's actually really good.
Yeah.
But the issue is that you have a couple of stories, especially revolving Slacking, revolving Typhlosion, revolving Lapras out. Every Pokemon, White Lapras, I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Octillery, Rapidash, and Nursaring that are really sexual in nature and are about people and Pokemon getting on it without real consent. One of the people being a child.
And this was stuff from 2005. Let me tell you this.
It's, to put it
Yeah,
blunt,
and
it's basically
on.
always the monster fuckers.
Yeah,
Yep.
this happened almost 20 years ago. The data that is in there is 20 years worth of data. No bullshit.
Yep. And I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
If you research a bit of the story of Pokemon, they have always tried to have at least a couple of waifus inside of the games.
Mm-hmm.
Aroma Lady comes to mind. May was actually, or the character that you know as May on the games.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was basically intended to be eye candy for the kids, and also she was quite active on the show.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a scene where she's basically getting naked on the show. Um,
Yeah.
but that's not. I
And
will
if you
say that's.
go ahead, John.
If you have seen the last games, Violet and Scarlet, because they were giving this special Mew, I actually completed the beginning of the game around 50 to 60 times. The
Yeah.
Uh,
beginning of the game, so the first hour of the game that I actually polished it until it was like 40 minutes of the game, because I wanted to collect as much Mews as I could. If you notice at the beginning of the game, the headmaster of the school that you attend, the pants look like if he was a toy figure. You know that separation between the pants and the groin and everything, and when he moves, everything mashes together because the polygons are not complete. So his entire body is basically um, hollow inside, and everything mashes in a really terrible way. But the female not protagonist, the female antagonist of the game, the girl that Nemona, something like that, her chest, she's a schoolgirl, by the way. In her
Mm-hmm.
chest, you can see the details, the textures for the bra or her nipples.
Yeah.
If you add anything over the chest of any other of the characters, it will just deform and match because there's not even the school logo will deform. In her, it's absolutely perfect, and she has jiggle physics. So the male characters basically are shit. If you see how they are developed, they fall apart really easy.
Yeah.
For a couple of girls inside of the game, you get textures for for their bras, for their panties, for their nipples, for everything. So this is not a secret. This has been part of Pokemon for a long
And
time.
and and there's one other thing that a lot of people feel that Nurse Joy and she's the same everywhere.
Oh yeah,
Somebody made it with a Ditto and Joy's came out. That's the reason why Joy is the same
oh
in
yeah.
they did just different names, but you know, sometimes, but it's reason why she's the same everywhere. She came from a Ditto. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Everybody was
here's
like, it makes sense now. Why? If you go back and watch the original show
mhm.
and she's everywhere, you're like, oh my goodness, this is
And
this is
all are
true.
something.
Yeah, you go back and look at the old show now, and everything they did are like, oh my god, this is all true.
Yep.
Oh,
But also you need to contextualize a bit the fact that the games are meant for teenage boys to
yeah,
get the cute Pokemon and to get the cute waifus, basically.
yeah,
That's that's everything. So in that market, I will argue that okay, they are making the waifus the best possible and they don't care about the guys because whatever.
yeah,
But the fact is that no, with these leaks, it throws another perspective on that.
yeah.
Well,
You were like the
one of the
stuff
things.
that you've heard for like 20 years. You finally figure out, wait,
Well,
there's some truth to all this now.
one of the things that
Yeah,
had leaked, for example, was a more fully fleshed out creation mythos, in
yeah,
which they had made it so that Arceus made Dialga and Palkia, and from Dialga we got Pokemon, and from Palkia we got humans, and from Dialga was the Pokemon.
yeah,
But that was canon on the generation where Palkia and Dialga came to be, because if you go into okay, this is Diamond and Pearl, so I haven't played them in a long while. But if you go, I don't remember the name of the town, but they have a library. In the library, there's books that talk about Pokemon and people mingling and actually getting married and how they have a common ancestry, but they never explain it.
yup,
Well, yes, but at the same time, it's not fully what you've. The some of the extra details weren't quite there.
Yeah.
yeah. You always thought there was something that you weren't being told, and you felt like there was something there. Well, now you know why.
No, here is my question. Can we get an artificial intelligence to take the Torrance and Phillips song and turn it into shoot your fucking face Pokefucker?
Yeah.
Look. It turns out that like all the horny Pokemon fans are doing shit that like Game Freak were already doing to begin with.
Yeah, it is true.
I can
That
understand Gardevoir, but come on. Slacking?
uh and then
Hey,
all the
some
what did
people like a
the
big hairy guy with a belly.
what was that one that all they said was the most common to fit for humans? The
Gardevoir. That
that
was the
one.
one.
Yeah, the one that they all wanted to bang. I'm saying clean words here, so yeah, I'm trying to be good. Um
Oh no,
um
yeah,
yeah.
they actually had a lot of issues because the
Mhm.
evolution path for Gardevoir was
Yeah.
supposed to represent different stages of a dancer
Mhm.
on I don't remember how to say that word, in a specific play, right?
Mhm.
So you begin with the normal dancers, the extra dancers, then you got this dancer that is more into pirouettes and everything, and then you get two paths. One is the main dancer that is absolutely flamboyant, and
Mhm.
then you get Galadate that is supposed to be the hero of the story, but is supposed to be everything just display, right?
Mhm.
So it was not supposed to be Gardevoir is a girl because it can be whatever. It's just a play. But people latch on to her and into there's a dog Pokemon, Lupun. I don't remember exactly the name. But yeah, looks like has chest. People also got into that because of yeah.
Oh, speaking of new Pokemon, uh, Punkwaddle, did you see that you have a new brother?
What did Piplup have another
Oh,
evolution?
Not quite. Here, let me see if this
Okay.
will work. There we go.
yeah, see
I,
if you can put it up there. Yeah, look at that.
wait a minute. What's the chicken's name from from
Pen Pen.
Moana? Yeah. No, not the penguin's name from Evangelion. The chicken's name. The derpy chicken. Trying to call me that derpy chicken from Moana.
Yeah.
All I know
I
is that
don't know,
like I have
but the
I have a
bird
sudden
is the
urge to
word.
go bowling.
By the way, Caster, I'm watching the stream on YouTube, and I don't think the image is appearing.
Oh,
Let me see. Apparently, I'm looking at it. Here, let me see.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe a slight delay.
Dude, there's like a 10 to 15-second delay.
Oh, so this
Yeah.
is named Pen Pin?
This
That's
this
awful.
is Pen Pin.
Yeah.
This
No,
was a
They
no,
tried
no,
to
no.
go in an Evangelion route.
Pen Pen is a penguin.
Yep.
Pangu is a pen. This is an atrocity.
I know, right, bro? Ugh.
Does
they were
nobody
say-
remember the chicken's name from Moana?
that would have
Nope.
required me to see
I watched
Moana.
Moana once. I was
Let me
heavily
look right.
drunk.
I'm gonna look it up because
I'm doing it right now for you. I got it.
hey hey, right? She's like hey 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 hey.
Yeah.
That's a hey hey.
Oh,
The
they also
very
there's
bland
also one
hey,
called Pippa.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
Wait,
Piplup
they
is
have
my boy.
Yeah.
chicken from
And
Moana.
he evolves to Empoleon. Also
Yeah.
my boy.
Hey, yeah.
But
And it has the big eyes and everything. Yeah.
yeah,
that I have actually been going into every single raid that they do to catch the starters, because the starters from the 7-star terror raids are perfect IBs, so you can actually use them for competitive play. Oh, they have a Pipa, and Pipa is lame.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. The
Aw,
Pipa that we have now is better.
just it needs to be a pink bunny.
Yeah. I gotta admit, watching Pipa is one of the best things of my week.
Oh, she's the best.
Yeah. Do you think one day we can get her into one of the shows? And I don't mean our shows. I mean like Friday Night Tights.
Oh, that would be amazing. I mean, they've gotten Kershaw.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But Kirsche is a different kind of streamer. She's more political. Okay, maybe I'm the one that looks too much VTubers every day.
I mean, I find ways to kill time. So anyway, I have been now watching Kamen Rider Gav, which I've had on the screen here for the past 7 episodes,
Mm-hmm.
and I gotta say, guys,
Don't spoil. I'm gonna start
They-
watching
don't-
it after.
hey, I'm gonna say that I recommend it. This is one I think that's worth checking out. Like the bright colors, the candy, the food themes, all kind of work in a way here. So we have Kamen Rider Gav, and as we found out they finally gave they gave the secondary rider a name, Kamen Rider Valen, as in like Valentine,
Yeah.
Valentine's chocolate.
Mhm.
Oh,
It's a little
I
abstract,
get
but
it.
I see what they're going with, and the fact that it was able to transcend sort of the language barrier. I think it was kind of a neat little way to make that one work.
Yeah.
So basically, there's a bunch of basically the premise and the idea is that there's these demons going around that want to turn humans into candy, or some sort of like snack food that's like crack to them.
From Majin Buu?
We're gonna talk about that in a few minutes, okay?
Oh, we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get to that in a few minutes.
And so our main Kamen Rider Gav is trying to stop them from preying upon humans, whereas Valen is a investigative journalist who's kind of looking into this stuff because his mother had disappeared uh, because of one of them before.
So it's basically how 0-1 gets were set up with the one character that you know, family member got messed up, and then we have the other character that's been in it for a while. And they, that's why I love the two shows. They follow some of the same formula sometimes, but then they change it up, and it's really good. It's not like, hey, like when I watched Gets, I was like, oh, they're gonna do the thing again. I was like, no, it's totally different, and I love how they do it. Like 0-1 Gets and all the other stuff. The newer stuff is awesome.
Well, although
So.
this season so far is a major step up from last year's season, which was Gotchard. I could not I could not keep interest in it. Like I sort of only watched it out of like obligation. I would kind of miss episodes.
Yeah.
And it just I was happy that one ended, and this series has taken a major step up and has made me like looking forward to Mondays again for that reason.
Yeah.
Let's see, Vince, you're on Kuga. Ew, it's a little bit of a mixed bag. I don't hate it. It's like it was one of those shows where like the theme song had to take a while to catch it for me to catch on and dig it. But it's gotten to a point now where it is basically my morning alarm.
Well, that was with Gets. I didn't like it at first, but as the show went on, I was like, "Way, I love this."
Oh, it catches up on you.
Yeah, 0-1 is like you get it from the minute you hear it, But yeah.
I'm kind of similarly starting to jump back into Ultraman Arc, which is available on YouTube, by the by.
Yeah. And it's also available on Tubi, too.
Yep.
So,
well,
they got a ton of Ultraman on Tubi.
Well, not in Latin America.
Yeah, that's the one downside.
Yeah, you got to get your little handy thing there and click and go America, and then you'll
no worries. I'm kinda used to doing everything One Piece style.
Mm-hmm.
Big pirate era.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I should ask. Punkwaddle, have you thought at all? Have you had a chance to check this series out yet?
I have not. I need to get back on the wagon and start. Well, I haven't even really started this fall season's anime, and we're 2 weeks in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, this one is. Where is this one airing? Because I think I might have to.
Me and Iron will hook you up.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
we'll
with the Straw Hats for this one.
Like I said, like Pablo said, a lot of us do appreciate One Piece, so.
Because I will tell you, like, it's had some really impressive choreography as the show's gone on.
Okay.
Like some creative use of like shipping containers for the fights.
Mm-hmm.
The CGI is pretty competently done, and it's like the show basically cost. One of the last series I heard was like $1 million an episode.
Mm-hmm.
So you're kind of looking at that, and it's like, oh shit. So like, one second.
How much did one episode of She-Hulk cost?
Oh, thousands and thousands of dollars.
Like 13 or $15 million an episode.
Oh, wait, I thought it was that. It's millions. Damn.
Yep.
I was gonna say, because you said this one is $1 million an episode.
That's what I've come to understand, but I don't know if that number is how out of date that is.
Fair enough. if you said that the CGI looks good and competent and it costs less than, you know, She-Hulk, then I mean, there's a lot to things to say about that, right?
Oh, I
Without me
I,
even
I
having to
just did
watch it yet.
I just did a little bit of quick calculations. So She-Hulk was what, 8 episodes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The entire 8 episodes of She-Hulk could have paid for 2 seasons of Kamen Rider.
Yup.
And yeah, and there's a lot more episodes in Kamen Rider, right?
Exactly. Like, they run for about 50 episodes a year.
It runs through on
Yeah,
Gex
but-
it was 90 episodes, 96 episodes.
Well, no. The
so-
original, the original Kamen Rider was about 96 episodes. Everything everything since 2000, because we've now had like 24 seasons at this point.
I'm watching Gex and it's like 96 episodes.
No, you might be mistaken there, because you might be
The one
also
on
seeing
here.
the like.
On
Trust me,
Tubi?
like-
I'm
Yeah.
watching Gex on Tubi.
Well,
It's
they
96
must have
episodes.
something listed wrong, because it is only 50 episodes. Because it was wedged
Huh.
between Revice and Gotchard.
Here, let me show you.
And I hate when streaming services or any streaming platform you use doesn't really track shit. For one side, Paramount Plus is not tracking the episodes that I'm watching of Star Trek. So I'm really pissed, and I haven't watched Star Trek in a while because I want to have continuity, and they don't
Yeah.
give me that because they don't track the goddamn episodes. And
Wow.
my Plex decided that everything I have for Doctor Who
Mhm.
is Doctor Who 2005. So the first season of Doctor Who 2005 have thousands and thousands of episodes because everything is original Doctor Who. I don't have new Doctor Who on my Plex.
Oh.
Yeah, sometimes streaming services and streaming platforms work for
Yeah.
shit because their metadata is absolute shit.
Yeah, or whoever's it, the way it got categorized or programmed, it gets weirdly lumped together. Yeah.
Oh, I was wrong. It's 49. I'm sorry.
There it is.
Yeah, it's 49. I don't know why I had 90 something on there for him.
Well, again, because I think it's
Yeah.
because the original series was about 90 episodes.
Yeah,
and
that
maybe it was
may be
because
the
you
reason
started
why.
watching that one.
Yeah, because remember, I watched the old one when you told me that, and I watched the old. I was like, "Oh yeah, I know about that." And you're like, "Here's a little something for you." He got me back in with 01 because I hadn't watched it in a while, and then I was like off into runs, off to the races with that.
Speaking about jumping in and watching it off to the races, we of course have Dragon Ball Daima.
Yeah,
I haven't watched it. I'm still.
yeah, we watched it. Yeah, I watched it last night.
Well, hey, what was that, Pablo?
Okay, I'm going through Dragon Ball. Right now, I'm finishing the Dragon Ball Z movies. Then I'm going to Dragon Ball GT, then to Super, then all the Super movies. Then I'm going to the new Dragon Ball because a friend of mine got an account of Crunchyroll, and other than trolling him and giving him bad recommendations, what can I watch with my family? I don't know, maybe Yosuga no Sora, maybe Oreimo. That depends, right? I got him to watch the first 7 episodes of Azeroth no Toy. Absolutely dropped. The guy is disgusted. I trolled effectively in that one. Sadly, for Latin America, they don't have Yosuga no Sora because he wanted to see something with his family, and that would have been even funnier. But anyway, because of that, I have access to everything Dragon Ball, so I'm watching everything Dragon Ball, and I haven't watched the original series in like 20 years. So watching every episode until the ending of the original series was great. Set has a lot of issues. The Cell Saga has a lot of dips in quality. the Buu saga has a lot of dips in quality, and the movies are absolutely great. The movies for Dragon Ball Z are absolutely amazing.
It, it's a series I want to go back. I want to go revisit the originals because, there's just I remember those being some of those early anime that I got into that were just life changing. Dude, I remember the days of like going to school excited to talk about Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
And it was when we had the Cell Saga airing, where you're like, oh my gosh, dude, what's gonna happen?
Did you see? Gohan got into Super Saiyan 2, but they never say Super Saiyan 2 in the series. But they say that on the card.
Like, can't
Do
you
you
already
remember the
Super Saiyan 2?
Dragon?
He has electricity
Yeah.
around him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, in the playing cards, they had terms like Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3. Well, Super Saiyan 3, they say on the Buu saga. Super Saiyan 2, they don't say. They say the well after Super Saiyan. They never refer, and when they say that Gohan attained it, is he passed the wall of being a Super Saiyan, but they never say Super Saiyan 2. In the card, you say Gohan Super Saiyan 2. Yeah, the terminology came from the cards. It didn't came from the show.
And yet they called Super Saiyan 3 Super Saiyan 3.
Yep.
I
Some
have
of
a
the-
lot of questions of what I saw last night. like, oof.
So
Yeah.
Punkwaddle, did you happen to catch Daima?
Mm,
Punk?
yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now, brother.
Okay. No, I
Have not?
I did not.
Oh.
No.
Okay, so I think that means.
Yeah.
Wait, Jed, did you see it?
Yeah, that's the
Okay,
reason why
so-
I have so many questions on this.
Okay, so again, just
Just
for the sake of
some of
everyone
it
here who
was stuff.
has not seen it yet,
Yeah.
we'll keep things vague. But I was a little surprised. The first like half of it was mostly just recaps of stuff from like the Android saga through Boo.
Yeah, and see, that's what confused me because I was like, wait a minute, I already seen this. They're acting like it's in real time, but then they act like it's in the past. They were going back and forth in the past and in the present. That's what confused me.
Well, the other thing
Right there.
I think people might not inherently realize, and I didn't realize this at
Yeah.
first either, was that this is taking place. This is basically a series that takes place before Super. So this is basically
Okay,
post
that's
Z.
what confused me. I was like, wait a minute. They haven't mentioned any of Super, but they were mentioning DBZ and Dragon Ball in it. And I'm like, I was like, what the hell's going on here? Something's not right. So that was the question I had.
Yeah, and that threw me off a little bit as well.
Yeah, it threw me off.
But
Yeah.
it all sort of clicked once we saw Trunks' birthday. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, and I
he's a
was
little
like-
kid still.
I was like, what? And then I was like, holy shit, he's a kid. This must have happened before Super. Mm. Yeah.
Vince, Super is probably worth seeing. You
Yeah.
know, just it's a good little kind of going back to that well, and seeing us kind of getting back with those characters. Whereas Daima, so far we've only had one episode, and I can say that it's probably worth checking out for yourself because
Yes.
it sort of picks up where all of that ended. Like Boo has
Dude,
been defeated.
The way they're doing it, they're setting this up big time. And I'm like, wait a
Wait,
second.
So this is right after the Buu saga.
More or less, like
Yeah,
it's-
and
it's-
that's
it's-
where me and Iron got confused because they kept skipping around in time
It's
periods and
not-
stuff.
it's not quite clear.
What's the name of the kid? What's the name of the kid that Goku takes as his apprentice at the end of Dragon Ball?
Oob?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Like every
Does he appear?
So far, no.
no.
Oh,
I'm thinking they're gonna show up. Because
Right?
they brought in a lot of people from Dragon
He's
Ball, DBZ, in there. So
he's been a character that they've always kind of hinted at, but we've never really
yeah,
seen him touched much at all. And that includes like when GT as well. Like, yeah, he was kind of touched on, but
yeah,
it's sort of this fascinating idea that you never see played up. Just like, hey,
yeah,
this is a disciple of Goku. Like
yeah.
this is someone who should have like a saga.
the only disciple of Goku, because basically, Gohan was trained by Piccolo.
Mm-hmm.
Goten gets trained by Gohan,
Yeah.
and
And Chi-Chi.
yeah.
And
No, well, Chi-Chi was one hell of a martial artist, and she has the Kame training because Oxatan was. I don't know if in English is Oxatan.
The Ox King.
The Ox King, yeah.
the,
Is basically one of the disciples of the guy that trained Master Roshi.
mm-hmm.
And then he becomes the student of Master Roshi, and he is a training partner for Son Gohan, for the original Son Gohan, the grandfather for Goku. So Chi-Chi is trained on the Kame style.
Yeah. And Pablo, the thing about this show is everything you knew about Dragon Balls, it turns it around and dumps you on your head, and you're like, what?
Wait, they change everything about the Namek
So
dragon
I'm
type.
not spoiling, but
well-
they turn everything around and dump you on your head, and you're like, "Oh crap, we're going there."
I mean,
I'm,
I would
yeah.
say, if anything, this is kind of the show is trying to play back with some of the more, Dragon Ball elements.
Yeah,
of the show, where
I will agree
hang on,
with
hang on,
that.
Jet.
They're going more back to Dragon Ball, but they
It's-
don't. They change things, and you're like, "Oh my god."
Jed, let me talk.
Yeah, we
Like,
can't.
I
say
love
things,
you,
I don't
man,
want to
but
spoil
you
it.
keep talking over people.
Oh, I'm not.
Anyway.
Well, Iron, your volume is a bit low also.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, what can I?
Is there controls for this shit?
Yeah,
I'm still
the
trying to figure this
controls are
out.
on Discord, bro.
Does
I
that
don't know
help?
If I can change it.
Yeah.
Well,
mean,
I can
changed
also.
it for me.
There you go.
I don't know. If it,
Okay. Anyway, so basically, the show is going back to some of the more mystic, the more mystic elements of Dragon Ball, where we have the Demon Kings, and we have kind of playing up this idea that the Namekians were demons, and that's sort of the realm we're playing in. Where this is going to go, no one quite knows. Because I mean, Akira Toriyama isn't exactly around anymore to right the ship.
Yeah, no. So that's one of the things I was afraid of too.
If they are going back to those things, that means that the Demon Clan is back. The Ma Clan is back.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the story of Garlic and Garlic Jr. and their feud with Piccolo Daimao?
Oh, you'll have to remind me.
Dude, I love that part.
There is a new villain who's come in, but he's got more beef with Bibbidi and Bobbidi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The character actually says it multiple times in the show.
Well, yeah,
Mhm.
BBD was part of the Demon Clan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
but he was in the Demon Clan before Piccolo Daimao becomes the leader of the Demon Clan. He was sealed, and that's the reason why there's a vacuum that Piccolo takes.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm a nerd.
Oh no, dude, you're fine. You're fine.
Dude, Latin America, basically our culture right now is Dragon Ball, Everything else, even our own patriotic dates and everything, don't give a shit. But we really give a shit about football and Dragon Ball. You go to any mall here. Malls are actually really useful here. I know in the United States are dying, but malls are still a thing here. You go every two stores. There's Dragon Ball figures. There's Dragon Ball memorabilia, and everybody buys them. Right? It's still a business. Dragon Ball is almost a religion here.
Now, well, because I do have one other story here to touch on. Well, actually, I have two little stories, but I got one that I think might be a good little shift here. What about One Piece? Has that picked up over there?
Oh, One Piece is big, especially with the young ones. But here's the difference. One Piece didn't get into national TV. Dragon Ball, when I was a kid, and I mean I was like 5 to 6 years old, the anime started on TV, and they only had a season. Up to they didn't even complete the first martial arts tournament, the first Budokai Tenkaichi. So we had repetitions of that part of the series for years, and then randomly they went into Dragon Ball, and it's national TV. So every kid in the country were watching Dragon Ball. And then somehow one channel randomly got the rest of the original series, so we had this gap of just the beginning of Dragon Ball and then Dragon Ball Z, and then we get to experience everything with Tao Pai Pai, and it was mind blowing. It was the best thing. One Piece didn't get just a couple of episodes on TV and never got reprised, so nobody gives a shit outside of otakus. But if you get into any bus, and I mean any bus, you will see the Kame symbol or a set or a Dragon Ball. I have this week I have been in two different taxis with the 4-star Dragon Ball on the car, on somewhere on the car placed, right? Be it right in the front, or people love, and I mean it, people love Dragon Ball here. There's kids named Goku. There's kids named Gohan.
I believe it. Well, I asked that because this story sort of broke about 2 days ago.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake!
It's
Yeah.
it's a two-parter.
It did.
So
I was laughing when I saw that.
the anime is basically just starting into Egghead Island, and we're getting a hiatus.
You know, if you follow the manga, they are right at the beginning of the good part of Egghead. This is absolutely stupid. And I haven't had a hiatus this big since, because this is months. When they did the hiatus to jump from the original
time skip?
series to the time skip, it took months, not years. They took, I think, around a month of time for a hiatus. They never had a hiatus this big.
Well, we also had a similar hiatus with Oda flying off to deal with the live action stuff, but that was also more manga oriented, I believe. But yes, to suffice to say, One Piece is going on to a bit of a hiatus at the moment, and in the meantime, we are basically getting we are basically getting reruns of Fishman Island with a new texture pack.
That's so stupid.
Let's see.
Fishing
Uh,
texture?
The hiatus officially begins after today's airing of episode 1122, where we wait for new simulcast episodes adapting his sprawling manga. Fans will be treated to the weekly broadcast of One Piece log, Fishman Island Saga.
Okay, this get. I'm salty. I'm really salty. One Piece is one of the things that I watch every single week. I read the manga. Whenever goddamn Oda decides that we are getting a manga, uh, fuck this, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Fuck this shit. Especially after My Hero Academia just pulled an Attack on Titan on the last episode saying, "See you in the final season part 2." Oh, fuck you. I know. God damn it.
Well, here, so it's not just a purely broadcast because we are getting some new visual updates to it. Let me move this over to show you just about what to expect as I.
I'm salty.
So you get to see everyone. You get to see everyone with new shadowing.
Oh, yo, yo.
I'll be
Okay.
honest. Okay, they are fixing, they are using current day animation that
Yes.
at this time they were actually going in really cheap. No, they are hiring people on Brazil, so they are cheap, but they are good workers because professionals in Brazil are really cheap. In Japan, professionals are really, really pricey. So, yeah, the change was worth it. The animation quality has been amazing out of late. Just don't go back to the old things. We have. I'm not spoiling shit.
Oh, dude, look at Zoro.
It is pretty cool. I mean, I think it's neat that they're doing this, but also one of the things about watching a show that's run that long is to see how far it's come. In some of the early days, it's like, watching all the Gundam series, and if you watch the original series after, saying, watching Iron-Blooded Orphans, like, what is this? Like, well, this is where it started decades ago, right?
Yeah, but also you have that feeling of the style of the time and also of the budget of the time because there's different eras for One Piece, and you can see the
Yeah.
art style change because they got a different director, a different character. Is not designer because the designs come already from Oda, but they have people that translate the designs to
Literal.
anime. Yeah.
Right.
So it was really cool to see the different eras. On the manga, you have a single aesthetic throughout all One Piece. I know the time skip has some different changes of how the bodies look a bit. It doesn't matter, the style is the same. In the anime, you have different eras of style, and people love different eras of the style because of that was the time when they started with the anime,
Yeah.
or it's simply that they gravitate more to that art style, and that's part of the good conversations that we have with One Piece. Of, hey, do you remember the Dressrosa arc? Oh yeah, it's fucking hideous, the pacing. But do you remember the transformation for Luffy on Gear 4? Oh yeah, it was fucking cool, it was.
I love the way they made this guy like look way more intimidating.
Yeah.
It's Luffy.
No, the current art style is great, but
Like hide bags underneath him
Oh.
and stuff, and like.
The
yeah.
worst part is this is going till like April.
That looks like somebody that come out of the shadows of a corner, like, "Hey, girl, what's up?" Like,
Pablo.
That looks,
Are-
on the right, looks a little bit more like the villain from Frog's Tale, or the
they don't
Princess and
go.
the Frog.
They
right?
don't need to go all Shabondi and everything, right?
he looks evil as hell in that.
He looks like the voodoo guy, or the
Yeah.
bad guy from Princess and the Frog. I mean, he's got that grin.
Yeah,
Tell me I'm
he's got that.
He's got that
certain
hoodoo.
grin
He's got that voodoo.
He's got that P Diddy grin, basically.
Oh,
wrong. Whoa.
You mean
That's a way to get yourself flagged.
do you mean that Typhlosion look?
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry, Pokemon. You were Cyndaquil was my starter from that generation. I have a lot of love for Cyndaquil. For the cousin of mine
there we go.
that is no longer in this world. Is the reason why my Typhlosion didn't have shift. Because she
Yeah.
was pressing a key on my keyboard and I was playing on an emulator and she cancelled learning shift. And I needed shift to finish the game. That memory is something that I hold really dear to my heart. And in my Pokewalker, there's a Cyndaquil because I love Cyndaquil. Because, goddamn, it brings me back to somebody that I lost. And now I'm like, yeah, if somebody sees me walking around with a Cyndaquil, yeah, they will call the police, maybe.
Well, I'm sure
God
we'll. I'm
damn
sure
it.
the. I'm sure we'll find out that lady wrote like more disturbing fan fiction about the other 250 Pokemon, about
Oh
the
yeah,
other 500
uh,
Pokemon.
there's there's a list of files that they haven't released from her specifically,
Yup, there probably is.
and they
Oh
call her
no,
by name because she's the fucked up lady that wrote the fucked up Pokemon stories.
I guarantee
you
you
know
there's
she
more
has
stuff.
like she has a bunch of like stories about like being ravaged by werewolves or something.
I
Dude,
did not do it, okay? I am not guilty.
She
there's a
probably
lot of
she
confirmation.
watches all the releases for Monster Hunter and she's like, "Ooh, tell me about that lizard."
Oh shit.
You know, she's probably one of those girls. What was that one anime where the guy had lived with all the monster girls?
Oh, which one?
Yeah, you got to be a lot more
The one,
specific.
okay, the red-headed snake, and she was a redhead, but she was cute up top, but freaky down
Monster
below.
Musume.
Oh,
That
yeah.
one.
In that one,
That
I
one.
preferred Happy Puppy the Harpy for
Yeah.
one reason and one reason alone. She was cheery. All
Yeah.
the others were bitches.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just so many choices there.
Yeah.
I do have one last story to share with you guys, and I think this one might be kind of in that similar vein of consumerism and like those beloved 2000s anime,
Mhm.
but it's also right up our alley here. We are getting a Naruto Shippuden Transformer.
Bro.
Kuruma,
Bro.
nandesho.
Bro.
Antane ka janaya.
Transformers and Naruto are doing a collab, and we are getting the two of them coming together for this little 2-pack release.
What?
There was jokes about Kuruma being used as a transformer for uh it's not Tsukuyomi. Ah, god damn it. The final Susanoo form. Because if you have seen, there's one episode when they are fighting, and actually Susanoo is on top of Kuruma, riding it like a horse. And then Kuruma transforms into a more human version and fights. That's right at the end of Shippuden when they are fighting with the final boss, with the uh, Yakugan lady. Okay, nobody of you have seen Naruto.
Well, no, I saw
have, but
Naruto,
just a
but
long
like
time ago.
it was like I sort of fell off after they were fighting Pain.
I can see why. The
Yeah.
animation was terrible.
It was.
The issue is that they fixed the animation for the rest of the series, for the end of the series, and they fucked the story. And that happened in the manga too, because the manga went completely stupid. There was no way to finally defeat Madara, because Madara was the top boss and everything they have been building, it was toward Madara, and then Madara gets absorbed and becomes part of whatever the shit, and Toby
It
was an asshole.
it all went sort of sideways.
Yeah, and the final battle is just the white lady, and they try to get Sakura in the fight, and Sakura is as useless as ever because let's admit she was a pet.
Oh, she was awful.
Yeah. So, yeah, the end disappoint me. Really, the first Boruto movie I saw, the movie that they got before the Boruto anime, and I was like, okay, this is shit, and I never gravitated to Boruto. Uh, I gravitate towards the joke that they should do an anime based on Boruto's father, and I agree. Haven't you seen that? There was a kid that actually believed that Boruto was an original series, and he was, I believe it was on Reddit or Twitter, saying, "Why is not people asking for a series about Boruto's father?" And we are like,
Seriously, kid?
"This guy's serious."
Oh shit! What was this?
Seriously, bro? Like, come on, bro.
Ooh. I'm just kind of browsing Crunchyroll for news real quick, and we're getting a Macross 7 audio drama.
Yeah.
Ladies
Though I'm
They go
sure
back-
this.
When they go
I'm
back to any of the original stuff, I worry because they're gonna screw
Well,
up a bunch of
Well, no. This is the thing. Is this is in Japanese,
stuff. Okay.
so this is like not Harmony Gold dealing with stuff.
You know what? At least they are holding to the original art style.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What the hell? They fucked up Rama, by the way, if you haven't seen.
So I heard.
Rama is another one of those series that are almost a religion here because Rama one half
I
Was-
was one half.
Yeah.
Hang on.
was the child's anime for my childhood. It was one of the animes that they had 8 o'clock for kids to see on Saturdays and Sundays.
And you got to see boobies.
Yes.
We got the uncensored version.
You got the censored version?
No, we got the uncensored version.
Uncensored.
Oh,
It was, and I mean, I was like 5 years old, man.
oh, the shit I saw when I was 5 is, yeah.
It was great. Life was amazing. We had tits and fights in TV all the time. Hell yeah. Also, at the beginning of Saturday's programming for children, they had this lady that was called Shusha. That she was regarded as the queen of kids. And one day, she was Brazilian. The TV show was from Brazil. One day they discovered he was a porn star.
Oh.
A lot. Wait, it gets worse. A lot of the movies that she protagonized in had children.
Ugh.
Then she got into real trouble, and they got the show out of air. Instead of that, we got Rangma.
Huh.
So we went from a porn star to borderline hentai.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the fun part of my childhood.
CGI in 2009. I could animate 10 construction trucks combining into a kaiju because I can't talk. Meanwhile, in 2023, how does hand work?
For the state, yeah.
can't. Yeah, it's real. It's true.
Dude,
We regressed.
they had the thought process to give Devastator testicles.
Well, remember when the Ninja Turtle movie came out? They had the spoof parody that they were anatomically correct, and they did have parody turtle genitalia, just for one little spoof clip.
Yeah, they did.
Presbyter?
No, another Michael Bay movie, but no, just joking.
I was like, did I
No,
don't
it was when the
recall
Michael Bay
Speeder
movie
being
came-
ever. Okay, this
Yeah.
is the fun part. Speeder is a character was not in Beast Wars. Even though it had two different toys for the Toyland for Beast Wars, he never actually appeared on the show. He was
Yeah.
just a random frog that they decided looked cool. And it looked cool as hell, and I had both toys.
Oh yeah, they do that all the time. There was a bunch of like Japanese toys, and some of the Japanese series did in fact have like toys and characters that we never got on screen, but they were in like the Japanese anime.
Yep.
Yeah, they were in the lore and something.
Which reminds
I
me,
remember that era.
there was one last little announcement that came out this past week, and it has to do with Transformers and RPGs. If only I could find it here, because as it turns out, we are getting a new expansion for the Transformers role-playing game, which will finally give us the Beast Wars.
Okay. Is just a skin for Optimus Prime, or are they actually making Optimus Primal?
Oh, here, let me pull this up on screen.
And they better. Like,
The Techno-Organic Secret Sourcebook.
Wait, what?
So there is
It's a whole campaign?
this is an expansion for the bigger role playing game.
Yeah, it's a whole campaign.
Oh yeah,
That's cool.
with the power of the techno-organic secrets at your fingertips, your adventures are ready to leap into the Beast Wars or dive into animal forms for your Autobot and Decepticons. With signature characters like Optimus Primal, Black Arachnia, Grimlock, Tankor, and Megatron at the ready, you have a full cast of characters to play some of the best stories from the Transformers role-playing game can offer.
Yeah, just only one notation. If you're talking about Beast Wars, is Maximals and Predacons.
Well,
you
the thing is, they're saying that here because some people might want to add them into their already existing games and now have a and go ahead and add in the animal stuff. Let's see. So we have some new origins for an influence for Cybertronians who take on the forms of beast, including Fusors.
That's Zoids.
also
No.
one has something too.
No. We Fusors, meaning we had like Transmetal, which
Yeah.
was like which was like season 3 of Beast Wars.
Oh.
That's where we get like Tigerhawk.
Yeah,
Or Tigatron. And a touch of the Beast Machines because they cite Viacons. So
Interesting.
I over the course of about a year and a half, almost 2 years, I played through a Transformers campaign from level 1 to level 20. I had some fun with it, and it is a system I do kind of want to go back to. And this, by the way, is compatible with their larger system for what they call the Essence 20 system. So this works with Power Rangers and G.I. Joe.
Bro.
Okay.
They are doing the Energon universe on the role-playing game too?
Yes, sir. So you can have. We'll go to SN20, and so and they not only that they also have a book for combining everything together. So you can have, Duke and a Megazord fighting Devastator.
Nice.
Fucking rat.
Dude,
Devastator
that's the
will win.
stuff that.
Dude, okay, if we got the common riders in there, you could have Gex going up against.
Well, yeah.
Think about that.
I mean, the thing is, you're basically making use of sort of the existing Power Rangers rules, but you kind of could make that work.
Yeah, dude, I would have 0-1 and Gex in there. Homies, like, right there on the front line, bro. That'd be awesome.
I just got a new GI Joe source book in, so I could do ninjas, and yeah, this has been a pretty fun little system. I would say check it out. Maybe we'll just do a random one off one of these nights, and we'll have some fun with it.
Wolf Ninja would be awesome. That'd be fucking.
But folks, I think it is time for us to settle in for the night. Also, want to ask, by the way, Punkwaddle, are you on a streaming break? I might have
Punk,
stepped
are you
away.
there?
If you can hear it.
Punkwaddle?
Punk?
Maybe he did step away, and I just didn't see it in the.
Yeah. Wait, do we have a private chat on here too?
Yes.
I have no idea.
Yep. All right. I'll figure that out later. But folks, I think we are going to be wrapping it up for tonight. I'm going to have the links to these guys in the description. So, without further ado, I think we'll be wrapping it up here. So, guys, thank you for your time. Thank you guys in the chat for coming on by. And remember, folks, there's only so much time in the day, so don't focus on all the stuff you hate. So,
Yo.
without further ado, good night, folks.